What's going on, guys? Kane here and welcome back to the channel. We are back yet again with another review video. So, I already finished reviewing all of the Jakks specific Sonic Movie 3 Wave 1 action figures. Wave 2 has yet to come out, although some people have already got their hands on the Super Sonic from Wave 2. I've seen videos and people are already starting to find him at Target, so check your local Targets because you might end up getting lucky and finding a Super Sonic. So yeah, it's crazy stuff. In fact, if you haven't checked those videos out, go ahead and check them out if you haven't already. But as I said in my previous videos, the only things that I'm missing for the Sonic 3 collection is the giant talking Sonic, the big one that lights up and that he has like voice lines. I think they're all just voice lines from the second movie. And then Shadow with the motorcycle. And well, I ended up getting him. So here he is. He does look pretty cool. So this is our third Shadow action figure. Crazy how we already have 3 figures of Shadow in the same line, and now we're gonna get a 4th figure, which is like the one from Wave 1, but just with a different facial expression. He's gonna be angry and showing his teeth this time around. But yeah, I finally decided that I'd get this one. I went to Walmart yesterday and he was the last one left, so I just decided to grab him. It was meant to be. So, you know, I just had to get this guy, and you know, it's different like when you see it in person. So yeah, I do admit though, that motorcycle looks pretty awesome. Now one thing I'm kind of concerned about is when I found him, he was already like this. As you can see, it looked like somebody tried stealing him, unless maybe they didn't just package him right or something. But I don't think anything's wrong with him, so I hope nothing's wrong with the figure. I mean, I just bought it for the motorcycle, but even then, you know, the figure, I mean, you know, this thing is $20, $5 more than the original figure, which has more articulation. This one does have less articulation, but we'll get into that in a bit. But of course, he's only more expensive because, you know, he does include the motorcycle, so yeah. But anyways, here's the front of the box, so you can see, you know, the box art is just the same as it was for the Wave 1 figures. You can see all the reused renders from Sonic Movie 2. Actually, well, pretty sure that one's from the first movie. You got Sonic doing the finger point, Knuckles throwing a punch, and Tails right there doing his own thing. And then, you know, the end credit scene from the second movie with Shadow's old render. Then you got the Sonic Movie 3 logo on the bottom. Yep, Shadow plus motorcycle. And then ages 3 and up. And you got the Jakks specific logo on the bottom right corner of the box. On the top, you can just see Shadow's left eye. Or right eye or whatever, and the Sonic 3 logo yet again. As for the side of the box, yeah, you just get a very zoomed in picture of Shadow's face. And then for the back of the box, you can just see what the figure is supposed to look like. Yeah, still a nice figure. It's just, you know, he only has 13 points of articulation, of course. If he did have all that extra articulation, I'm pretty sure this would have been way more expensive. So I can understand why. You got the Sonic the Hedgehog 3 logo yet again. And then on the bottom you can just see the rest of the figures you can collect in this wave. You got Sonic, Tails, Shadow, and Ivar Robotnik, which we already reviewed them all. So yeah, pretty cool. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and free him from his chamber. Alright, so I got my handy dandy scissors. So he does still have some plastic straps left. So let's see, I gotta be real careful with this. Don't want to scratch him or anything. Alright, snip. And how am I gonna get the other one? Ah, there you go. I found a little opening right there. Ooh, and wait a minute. Snip and snip. Oh yeah, and he's got like even more thicker. Oh well, he's already falling out of the box right there. We'll just take Shadow out already. I think we can just there you go. There you go. Nice and easy, buddy. Wait, is he still? Oh, he's got one more left. Let me just cut that off. Huh. Alright, there you go. So we got Shadow. So here is the Shadow figure that you get. So, oh, he's very easy to move. So, yeah, so here he is out of the box. He looks pretty cool. Yeah, of course, just the same old Shadow figure, but with no butterfly joints or you know, the waist swivel. But we'll review him in a bit. So we'll compare him to the other Shadow figure. Let's just get this. Oh, that was already cut. Alright, oh yeah, so I just have these. Couldn't I just, no, it's not on the back of the box. Alright, so let's see here. Ugh. Very tedious. Ooh, okay. The other one, and kind of have to squeeze it. Oh, oh man, I don't want to like cut the. All right, there you go. I think that's it. Yes, there is his motorcycle. Now, in my other videos, I was calling it a motorbike. So, I mean, you know, it's the same thing. A motorcycle, motorbike, you know, it sounds the same. I could have sworn I've heard people call it that before, so I just call it a motorbike. But yeah, it's, you know, it's Shadow's motorcycle. So, sorry. This thing can't really stand on its own. It still has the plastic. Take that off. So here is closer look at the motorcycle. So yeah, I'd say it's accurate to the movie, I guess. I mean, the movie's not even out yet, but from what we saw in the trailer. Now, a lot of people don't really like this one. Look, I'm just gonna say I could care less how it looks. I mean, it looks perfectly fine to me. You know, for $20, you can't really complain. Like, you're getting the motorcycle and the figure. Yeah, it doesn't have as much articulation as the other one, but if you have the other one, I'm pretty sure you can also put him on here and it would just look, you know, just fine. It will look perfect, actually. But this, it gets the job done. I mean, it looks like Shadow's motorcycle. It feels like Shadow's motorcycle. I know there's one like on Amazon that's like $30. That's people are like, you know, there's like a way better version of this one. And I'm pretty sure it lights up and all that stuff. And I think it's smaller than this one. But yeah, I don't know. Me personally, I don't feel like spending like I don't feel like spending $30 on just a motorcycle. At least with this, you get this and a figure, which is still a very good figure. But yeah, anyways, as for, you know, the motorcycle, yeah, it looks really good. You can see all the labels and stuff on this side. But that's, I mean, alright. I don't know where else they would put it. See, the tires are made like out of almost a rubber material. The paint job on it is pretty nice. Of course, I mean, the wheels move as you would expect them to. This is where you're supposed to put Shadow. Oh, and there is like pegs right there. So I'm pretty sure he'll have like holes on the bottom of his feet. Yes, he does. Or I mean, of his shoes. So yeah, I mean, yeah, you got the orange on there. You know, the front looks nice. You can see, you know, you can see through it. Yeah, not really much to say about it besides the fact that it looks cool. It doesn't really do anything besides this. Like, you just, you know, you just play with it. Have fun. It's not like one of those things where you pull back and it just shoot. It just, no, it doesn't go on its own. You have to actually, you know, play with it. But yeah, we'll just move this to the side. It doesn't really stand on its own either, so I don't know how I'm gonna be able to display that on the shelf. I'm gonna have to figure that out. But here's Shadow. So yeah, this figure is still 5 inches. Although it, well, he probably has like the same level of articulation as the old movie 2 figures. Or he has, no, I'm pretty sure he has more. I don't know. The only thing he's missing is, of course, the butterfly joints in the waist level, like I said earlier. So here he is next to, you know, the Wave 1 figure. So yeah, he doesn't have the realistic eyes either. So, but I mean, he still looks good. Of course, it's just the same, you know, thing as the original. Just the eyes don't follow you when you're looking around. But he looks clean though. The paint job on my figure is really nice. But as you can see, he's got the realistic fur, you know, the realistic texture. The sculpt is still amazing. It looks like his snout is a darker color. His skin is not as light as it seems to be darker toned than the original. He's still got that old frown on his face, or he looks, you know, pretty mad. The eyes still look good even though they don't have their, you know, the realistic look to them. So if you have this one for your collection, he, you know, he'll stand out. But yeah, I mean, he's got all the detail, like his shoes and stuff, and of course, you know, like the bottom. Everything's there. He's got the inhibitor rings. So let me just move him out of the way. So as for articulation, let's see. Well, he's got a great range of motion for his head. You can move it around. You can move it all the way around, and it's on this like ball peg. So yeah, you can look up. Let's see, right about there, down, right about there. So say it's as good as the original figure. Let's see, no butterfly joints, but you get a hinge right here, so you can move his arms all the way up. And see, he still, you know, gets the bend on, you know, his elbows. You can bend his elbows like that. Kitty still, no, he can't. Well, yeah, because he can't cross his arms like the other figure because he doesn't have butterfly joints. But yeah, let's see. You get a little swivel out of his hand. So you get a little swivel out of that. Let's see, both of his hands are like open hands, so he can still hold accessories. Of course, you don't get the articulated fingers either. Let's see here. His legs can. Well, wait a minute. All right. So let's see. So he can kick forward, right about here, back. Not so much. So yeah, he can't really kick back, but he can still kick forward a little bit. Let's see. Bend at the knees and the ball joints. So yeah, he doesn't get a hinge on his ankles either, or like, you know, where his shoe would be right there. So you can't really move shoes, but you do get a swivel out of them. So yeah, that's really it. That's about it for the articulation. So yeah, in case you didn't know, yeah, he doesn't have, you know, the waist swivel, and he doesn't have, you know, the butterfly joints, you know, so he can't really cross his arms like this figure would be able to. So yeah, I don't want to mess with this one too much because I just like, you know, I have him in this pose already, so I think he looks pretty cool. But yeah, so but he's still the, you know, the same height and everything, just less articulation and no creepy eyes that follow you around. So let's just put him on the motorcycle. I don't know how I'm gonna stand this thing. I'm not sure if this is the exact. I'm not sure if this is how I had it before I took him out of the box, but close enough. So yeah, it looks pretty cool. It doesn't really look natural, but hey, it gets the job done, all right. And you know, this is the shadow that I'm probably gonna have on display. I'm just gonna have him like this. Yeah, still a good figure, and you know, the motorcycle is not all that bad. So just for the sake of it, let's just see what the other shadow looks like on this one. Yo, this looks sick, dude. Okay, so I managed to get the regular figure on the motorcycle. Okay, so his shoes keep like coming off, but I'll manage. I'll find a way to make them stay on there. But yeah, but this looks way cooler. So yeah, if you own both the original figure and, you know, this one, I suggest, you know, keeping this one on there because it just looks better in every way. So yeah, but that's gonna be about it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Go ahead and give this video a big thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe if you haven't already. And if you don't want to miss out on any uploads, you can always go ahead and click that notification bell so you don't miss out on future videos. You guys have a great rest of your day or night, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.